So in the middle of this actual wrestling match, because he's getting socked in the face and he's a crazy dude, he takes out a knife and he starts literally stabbing the guy up to like 14 times. All right, so this is gonna be just a straight up story time. I mentioned the existence of this dude one day, and I think people got really interested because I was watching a video on him recently, and in the comments, a bunch of people were like, I'm here from JK. And a bunch of people were like, me too, me too, me too. I think just me even just saying his name got a bunch of people to look it up. So I thought I would just tell the whole story of this guy. And it's a really entertaining story. It is about a professional wrestler named New Jack.
Oh, yeah.
It's this guy right here. He's probably one of the most remarkable anomalies in wrestling. He was in...
He looks like KRS-One, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. He was in the ECW, which is kind of the more hardcore ones where people are like bloody and like basically
it's
look
like backyard wrestling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was super, super hardcore. But let's start at the beginning because his life is pretty insane. So basically, he was born in 1968 in North Carolina. He actually, as a child, witnessed his father stab his mother multiple times after he found out she was cheating. 5 months later, he shot her in the leg when she tried to take him and leave.
Oh, wow. So after the stabbing, she stuck around?
Yeah, she stuck around. And then his dad died of a heart attack, and his mom moved away.
Fuck.
He took a bunch of like different jobs.
Talk about constantly.
I know, he had a rough life. By age 15, him and his friends are robbing stores, gas stations, jewelry stores. They eventually got caught. After his release, he was in for 2 years. He became a truck driver, and then for a decade, he was a bounty hunter, which is pretty freaking crazy.
That's a cool job.
That's sick.
There's actually 3 major events in wrestling that make this dude super, super infamous, and we're gonna go through each one. The first one is in the year 2000. This is known as the Vic Grimes Fall, and I'll let him explain it to you here on what he did. It's pretty crazy.
He climbed up on top of the scaffold. It was shaking. Vic was like, I can't do it, it's too high. Now we on pay-per-view. There's no time for error. I said, Vic, let's go on 3. He's Jack, I can't do it. I said, you, we going on 3.
Dude, look at his forehead, bro.
1, 2, 3, and I pulled it. He did this flip, and his back landed up against the side of my head, and I cracked my skull. I never recovered from it. I broke my leg.
So he's blind in his right eye from that.
And it cracked his skull because it broke the fall?
Because the dude was hesitating and he just said, no, we're going, and pulled him down. That was in 2000. So because of that certain event, he was complaining that Vic Grimes, the guy that fell with him, like never checked on him when he was in the hospital, so he had kind of a beef with him. 2 years later...
I don't blame that fucking guy.
He's like, you pulled me down, I told you no!
2 years later, they have another match, and they're gonna do another fall. This dude is such a crazy guy that whatever fall he does, he's always trying to top it. So he ends up doing another match with Vic Grimes 2 years later, and actually admits that he was trying to kill him during this one.
Oh my.
He was trying to kill Vic Grimes?
Damn! But look at how insanely high this one is.
Oh, what the fuck?
He was coked out for this too.
Taser. I tasered.
He brought the taser up.
He used a taser?
What the fuck?
Did the...
Holy shit.
Which would have killed him. I wanted him to hit the floor. I just didn't throw him hard.
So it hit the ring.
He hit the table.
Piss Jack off because the fight's never over until Jack says it's over. I can't believe he didn't die. It's the luck of fools that this guy was not at least paralyzed.
The luck of fools.
Jack was particularly broken up about it.
Oh, it hit the table first.
Oh
hit the
my
ropes.
god, how many floors was that? It looks like 4 floors or 5 floors. What the fuck?
He was so mad at the guy that he literally was like, he wanted him to die.
I'm gonna try to kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that dude only like by sheer luck survived. Like he wasn't supposed to land that way.
Is Vic still... Is he alive? Like, is he like... can you comment?
Vic Grimes?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still alive, actually.
Dude, the scars on his forehead, on New Jack's forehead are...
I know. So he has, if you're wondering what
I'd
those
be wearing
scars are, If,
I already do.
If you don't know like ECW or any of those hardcore wrestling, they do these pre-cuts where they'll like razor their forehead so that it's gonna bleed during the match. They do that on purpose, and then if you do it so many times, you just end up looking like.
Well, they do it. They actually bring glass in their socks, and then they grab, and then they go grab it, and they do that like during moves or whatever, or after they take a hit with a chair or whatever. Then they're cutting it up under the. But those are scars from that for sure.
The third and most craziest incident that he had in wrestling is this one. This is in 2004. He's
blind in one eye this whole time.
Yeah, he's blind in one eye. So he's scheduled to fight this guy named William Lane. Basically, what happens is during the fight, he's not really selling his punches. So even though New Jack is hitting him, the dude is like, he's not working with him. And then he's punching him and landing him like completely. He's like actually socking New Jack.
Full on punching.
Full on punching him, full power. So New Jack doesn't take kindly to that at all. And
tries to throw him off a balcony.
no, this is even worse.
It's even worse.
We obviously can't show this, so Can do your thing. But for you guys out there,
Oh no!
this
What
is
are we
what
gonna
happens.
see?
So in the middle of this actual wrestling match, because he's getting socked in the face and he's a crazy dude, he takes out a knife and he starts literally stabbing the guy up to like 14 times.
He just has a knife on him.
Yes. Yes. This is ridiculous.
Was he high as well?
Yeah.
During a wrestling show. What is he covered in?
He's in camo. So he's holding the guy right now and he's taking it out of his right hip. And then there he is just stabbing
Oh my
him.
fucking god!
It looks like a big knife.
And he's literally trying to stab him to death.
Oh my god.
Are they like, what the fuck? Is this real?
It's real. It 100% happened.
Are people looking at it? Do they know that it's real?
There's barely anyone there. There's like 30 people in attendance.
It's not even pay-per-view.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so this guy's just literally bleeding out.
So now we know he doesn't do it for the audience.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
He's just a fucking psychopath that. Oh my god, that's.
Before I thought he's a showman.
You think his dad fucked him up?
So people are just watching him kill somebody.
Yeah, so what happened is he ends up, security comes in, they try to take the knife from him. He ends up getting arrested and goes to jail. The guy that he stabbed is such a fan of New Jack that he actually says, hey, if we can turn this into an angle, and we take the show on the road, and we do like a revenge match, I'll drop all charges.
Why would you even want to be in the
doesn't
same
even give a
room as that guy after that?
Yeah, so
Did the cameras follow the ambulance to the hospital? Because that's we all know.
So that was in New Jack's head that he wasn't selling it, and he's like hitting me full power. So he justified it by.
he just snapped and just did that. So he
Dude,
tells
what if
the
he's
guy,
in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, doctor, thank you." And then doctor turns around and it's New Jack with the mask.
So the guy actually, the dude actually recovers, but then he tells New Jack, like, I want to work with you, like, be basically my mentor, because he's beneath him in the ranking.
After he got stabbed, like.
After he got stabbed,
He's like, "That was metal as fuck."
He's like, I really loved how you used that knife.
Well, a lot of these wrestler guys are nuts, man.
you kind of have to be a little, right? Yeah. So New Jack agrees and he goes, okay, cool, yeah, let's do that. And this is in Florida at the time. And then he goes, yeah, I'll totally like drop charges, just be my mentor. He agrees to it. The guy drops the charges, and then New Jack immediately leaves Florida and never comes back for like years.
Oh shit! He doesn't even mentor him.
No, he does not. He does none.
That's fucked up.
He does none of that, dude.
This poor guy's like, dude, was it something I said? Did I not sell the
I
knife?
let him stab me.
Yeah. Here's a really funny quote. So this is him like a few years ago talking about the incident, and this is a really funny thing that he said about it.
I grabbed the rope. He was trying to pick me up and dump me. I grabbed the rope and I pulled the knife out and started stabbing. He went like 9 times.
Come on.
On TV, on the news, they said it was 16, but it was 9.
I did only count 9.
Okay, and you're actually stabbing him like from the back of the head? I stopped that everywhere.
I stabbed him everywhere.
Okay. And I guess there's only like 30, 40 people in the audience. Yeah, it wasn't. It was empty. But, I mean, mean, I remember seeing the Dark Side of the Ring. Like, you see the audience and people were like holding their hands over their mouths, like just terrified that this was happening.
Yeah.
And someone called the police.
Yeah.
The police showed up, guns drawn.
Yeah.
Were you worried at all that you were going to get shot at that point? Here you are in what, Tennessee? Wait, where were you at the time?
Florida.
In Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, even worse. Here you are in Florida. You just stabbed up a white man, and the police show up, not really knowing the situation. Well, how'd you feel at that point?
I knew I was going to jail. Dropping down on my knees with my hands on my head, and I was just like, all right, y'all got me. Just take me to jail.
You got me.
Okay, and I guess one of the cops asked you why you hate white people so much.
He did.
Okay, what'd you answer?
I started laughing.
Bro, he's so matter of fact.
This motherfucker is crazy.
Like, you think he's gonna explain himself, but he just goes, "Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
No, I did that. Yeah." Mhm.
Yeah, he
Start
really
stabbing.
doesn't have.
They think I
any-
stabbed 13 times. It was 9.
It was 9. I don't know what.
Bunch of sensationalist media.
This dude is like, he's like a larger than life character, but in 2021 he did pass away of a heart attack because he's on a lot of painkillers from all of his like
All his
different,
pains, yeah.
he's like going through, his body's jacked up, so he's like having to take so many pills, and then heart couldn't take it. He had a lot of clots going on.
And his dad died of a heart attack too, no?
Hey, what?
His dad died of a heart attack too. Fuck.
Yeah, so for those of you who are wondering who New Jack is, that's essentially his highest points. But if you think that's it, there's so many other incidents in wrestling that he's had that are so crazy.
He also, the craziest one that you didn't mention is that he took the stunner in 2007.
He took the stunner?
Yeah,
He got up.
He got right up.
He got right back.
He took the Stone Cold Stunner in 2007
Yeah.
at WrestleMania.
He did?
And he got right up after.
He actually kipped up.
Yeah. And they had an ambulance pulled up and everything. They were ready.
Yeah.
And he got right up,
He
which
took
doesn't
a neck-
happen.
They put a neck brace on him and he ripped it off. He was good.
Dude, it's insane. It was honestly the craziest thing I've ever seen in wrestling.
It was in like, it was like top 20 moments of WrestleMania history.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Guess this guy didn't do his research, huh?
You're done.
It's a finishing.
I've only
done.
known of his like independent wrestling shit. But
No,
yeah,
I
it's
saw
crazy.
The Undertaker take the stunner, for example, just to give you some context.
Uh-huh.
And then The Undertaker got kicked off of the ring into a coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled in there.
Buried him alive.
Okay, now I know
The coffin that he brought, he got thrown back in.
Got it.
It's insane.
And you were expecting him to do this, the sit up. He never did it.
I didn't do it. He got buried alive.
He was almost dead. That was the second time Undertaker died.
That's one stunner. Same one that New Jack took. The same one.
So stupid.